Hi everyone, so today we are on page 49 and 50 of our English workbook, and we are looking at still changing nouns into plural forms, but instead of just adding s or es or anything like that, we are actually looking at changing the spelling of words. Okay, so get to page 49 in your workbook and make sure you are looking. So let's look at the yellow box at the top first. And it says some plural nouns are formed by changing the spelling of a singular noun. So if we look at knife, it becomes knives. So we completely change that spelling, right? We changed the F to a Z or a V and added an S. Okay? Wife, leave, and wolf, we did the same thing. Okay? So on those, the F becomes a Z, and we add an S at the end, or an ES even, okay? So then we have the word goose, tooth, and foot. Goose, we change the O's to E's and it becomes geese. For tooth, we again change the O's to E's and get teeth. And same with foot. So when we have the double O, and we're making it plural, we take out the double O and make it a double E, okay? Now look at mouse. Mouse becomes mice. Woman becomes woman. We change the A to an E. Child becomes children. So here's where this list is just ones that we change, okay? There's not really a pattern like on the other two sections. Man becomes men, and ox becomes oxen. Okay? Some nouns use the same word for both the singular and plural forms. So this is like when we say the word deer. If we see more than one deer, then we still say deer. It didn't change the way that the word is spelled or said. Same with moose, elk, sheep, and fish. Moose could be a little confusing because you might think it changes into meese because goose changes into geese and things like that. We talked about our double O, but on this one, it actually stays the same, okay? So it's going to be really important that in this exercise today that you use that yellow box to give you, thank you, Mowgli, to give you the information you need to make the correct spelling choices, okay? So look at the guided practice. Numbers 1, 2, and 3 give us two sentences, and we need to pick the one that is spelled correctly. So we have, there are 4 gooses in the pond, or there are 4 geese in the pond. Which one is correct? Is it gooses or geese? It is geese. So it is the second sentence in that option for number 1. Number 2, several women attended the missionary meeting, or several women's attended the missionary meeting. So which one is correct? Women's or women? It's women. Remember, we change the A to an E and it becomes plural form of woman. Okay, so we have the first option for that one. All right, I'm sorry about all the background noise today. My animals are very active right now. 2 oxes were stuck in the ditch. 2 oxen were stuck in the ditch. Which one is correct? Is it oxes or oxen? It is oxen, the second one. So now we're looking at 4 through 9. So on these, this is where it's going to be very important that you look up at the top and look at the rule for what you need to change it to. Okay? So number 4 is the word elk. Look up at our yellow box. And what is our rule for elk? It stays the same. So for number 4, you're just writing elk, okay? For number 5, man. Look up at the top. How did they spell the plural form of man? It's men, M-E-N, okay? What about mouse? All of these words are in our yellow chart. So if you can't figure it out, look up at the top and it will specifically tell you how to do it. Mouse becomes mice, M-I-C-E, mice. Number 7, tooth. What do we say for the plural word for tooth? Teeth. We take the double O's and change them into double E's, and we get teeth. Awesome job. Number 8. What about sheep? What's our rule for sheep? Good, it stays the same, okay? For sheep, it stays the same, and we still write sheep, just as it is. What about wife? Wife. It's in our first section of our yellow square, rectangle, whatever you want to call it. Good, it becomes wives, W-I-V-E-S. Again, you can always go up at the top and look, okay? Make sure you fill those in. If you're still filling one in, pause the video, wait, and then catch back up with us, okay? Now look at 10 through 13. Write S if the underlined noun is singular and P if the underlined noun is plural, okay? So let's look at these sentences and see what our underlined nouns are. The sheep was white with a black face. So all of these are going to be words that stay the same regardless of if they are singular or plural, okay? So sheep is the same spelling if it's singular or plural, so we have to look at context clues to tell us if in this sentence, if it is many sheep or just one sheep, okay? So by looking at context clues, we are looking at We are looking at the words around it and the meaning of the sentence to tell us what it is. So, the sheep was white with a black face. The word white right after it tells me that it is going to be singular, okay? If it was plural, it would say were, because it would tell us that there was more than that. So in this one, it's singular, so we're going to put an S, okay? I'm really sorry, class. All right, so next one. A blue fish is in the aquarium. What is this? Is it singular or plural? Reread that sentence. A blue fish is in the aquarium. It is singular. It says a blue fish, not many blue fish or two blue fish. It says a blue fish, okay? So that one is singular as well. Now look at number 9. Some moose were at the lake. So, again, it says the word some and were. Those words tell us that it's plural. Some moose were at the lake, right? Good, so that one's plural. Now look at I've been telling you the wrong number. We're on 13 now. That was 12. Now look at 13. We saw 4 baby deer at the zoo. We saw 4 baby deer at the zoo. How many deer did we see? 4. So that tells us it's plural, right? It gives us the exact number. There were 4. That's more than 1, so it's plural. So you're going to put a P for that one. Once you are done with this side, flip it over so that we can look at page 50 and get started on our independent practice. So for 1 through 5, it's giving you 2 sentence options, and you're going to tell us which one is using the correct plural form of the nouns. Then for 6 through 11, you are changing these words into the plural form. Make sure you use page 49 and flip it over and look and see what the rules are and what the spelling is for those words. Then you're putting a P or an S for 12 through 15. Now, this is important. Make sure you use the context clues like we just did on the other side to figure out if these words are plural or singular. Okay, they're going to try to trick you, so don't let them. All right, now, listen carefully. X out the apply and write. Okay, we are not doing the apply and write. You need to take a picture of side 50 and submit it to the English page assigned for today on Google Classroom. Awesome job today, guys.